Howdy folks, so I'm out on a bit of a ramble today. I'm on a Cornish footpath. It's called the Western Coastal Walk, just outside of Falmouth. You can see over there in the distance is Pendennis Castle. Actually that's Pendennis Lighthouse, is a white building on the far coast there. So I just thought I'd come out. It's been a while since I've stretched my legs, so I'm going to do that and give you folks an update. Here we go. So I'm actually heading in a southerly direction along a public footpath here, which is as close to the wilds as I can get in this part of the world. Not exactly the jungle. And it's 8 degrees C, which I know my North American and Canadian friends will all be snickering up their sleeves to hear me say that it's quite chilly. I'm having trouble dealing with it anyway. Anyway, so we're heading there. We're heading south, southerly, down the coastal path, what's called the Western Coastal Path, to a place called Stack Point. This is actually quite a good vantage point here. That is Pendennis Castle there. And just to the right of it there you see the entrance. That's the River Fowl, the entrance to the River Fowl, and that's where I arrived when I came to the end of my transatlantic adventure. That's where I made my entrance and made landfall in England. Stack Point. Looking down towards the Lizard there, Land's End. Where things Looking back now towards Falmouth, there's St Anthony Lighthouse there, and Pendennis Castle there, and that's the mouth of the River Fowl, the Fowl estuary there. Well, there's a chopper over there doing exercises. I'm pretty sure that's a seal there. It most certainly is a seal. It's sticking its nose up now. Looking at me, look at that. What a treat. Taking a little afternoon nap. Well, here we are. My little red camp Frangia knockoff, which I gotta say has worked just fine. I've got no complaints at all about this little number. Carry the fuel in the stove, doesn't leak, it all works just fine and dandy. Nice cuppa. So I think I remember telling folks that I kind of run out of steam with my vlog on the trip across because I lost my arrival footage. Well, I found it. Or at least I found the moment when I made landfall here. So I'm going to show that. Found this great little cup in Lidl's. It's got a snap on top, microwavable. Great for storing your biscuits to go with afternoon tea, or perhaps some crackers for a snack. All my bits, my coffee, milk, a bit of squeezy cheese. Squeezy cheese and crackers. Wow. Astronaut food. Yum yum. So this video is just by way of sewing things up, tying up the loose ends, really. So right back to the beginning. More than 2 decades ago, 25 years ago, my father and I went out to the Caribbean with a view to buying a boat, and we bought a boat between us. And the plan was to sail the Caribbean for a year, visit all the islands, and then sail it back home. And we said we'd do that together. 1 year went by, so we said we'd do it next year. We didn't want to leave the Caribbean, so more than 2 decades later, I was still there. But anyway, 5 years into the adventure, my father died. And I didn't quite do my ocean trip solo. I mean, obviously I had a lot of help from friends and family. But I was carrying Dad's ashes aboard the boat. So we did it together in the end. That was the thing we said we'd do. So it's kind of closed it for me. Seeing Falmouth, which is where we started our adventure, again after all that time, was very emotional. And that's it. Yeah, I've closed the loop now. So he made the trip with me after all. He's just wasn't quite as useful as he thought he might be. So that's it. So here's the footage. Here's the footage of my arrival in Trinidad, the end of that particular adventure. It's great that everybody came along. Thanks for everyone's support. I'd like to say hello to my mate Paul Roper. He's a good mate of mine. I don't see him much, and he's got his own struggles lately, some challenges. Anyway, I just thought I'd say hello to you. I know he follows my videos and he's very supportive. And that's it for this one. Well, I'll have a cup of coffee first. It looks like the kettle's boiling. Got some nice coffee here that says, "Welcome to Cornwall." Very fitting. Yeah. Take that off. Put that on. There. Oh yeah. Trying to keep the wind out of the mic here. So it's kind of hard to describe how this all feels. There. I can't get the background without the wind in the mic. So this is it, I'm arriving in Falmouth. This is my hometown. I left here 20 years ago to go and explore the Caribbean with my father. And here we are coming through the gate at the end of a 4,500 mile trip. And it's just, well, for once I don't have words. It's just incredible. It's an incredible feeling. Take a look around. Well, you've got to dunk your biscuit. Can't beat a good digestive. And leave no trace.